Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go watch a movie with PJ. Lord, and he's always glad you came. You wanna be where you could see our troubles are all the same. You wanna go and watch a movie with PJ.
Well, happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the PJ Campbell Network. I am thrilled tonight. Number one, there was no talking potato at the beginning of this. It's a good thing, I think, because that always it's weird when there's a singing potato. We love Chris Clark. He does amazing work, but you don't want the singing potato going into what is arguably going to be a very emotional night for everyone on the channel, because we are getting ready to watch Psych 2, Lassie Come Home. I am your host, PJ Campbell. It is good to see you guys. Happy Friday. This is our 30th watch along since quarantine started. We have been crushing it, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying it till now. And, you know, going into our 30s with this, how could you not celebrate it with the return of Shawn and Gus 3 years later from the first Psych movie, the return of Tim Omison as Lassie, like full stop. We're very excited about this, but, you know, I can't do this without the people that I love so very much. But first of all, we got to bring in one Mr. Evan Degraff. Hello.
Bruh, I didn't even realize today was a Friday, nor the 30th watch along that we've done so far. We were texting today about our watch along on Monday, and I forgot that we did animated watch alongs on Monday. And then I realized what an animated watch along was on Monday. But tonight we're watching Lassie Comes Home. I first thought this was a movie about a dog, but it's not.
Damn it, Evan. That's very on brand for you, actually.
Dude, Lassie's a dog name. But I liked the first Psych movie. I'm really excited to watch this one. We have an incredible bunch of characters together tonight. But we have
They're already yelling at you in the private chat.
I know they can fuck themselves. But first, on Saturday, tomorrow, I think we're doing family game night, ? Chris and I talks about potentially Mario Party, ? Anyways, so family game night Saturday, maybe. And then Sunday, are we doing a PJ Campbell show?
I don't think so on Sunday. I've got some stuff going on that I have to get ready for the week. You know, job in full swing right now.
No, I understand. But Chris, where the hell is the Ratatouille thumbnail? We're watching Ratatouille on Monday. We don't have the thumbnail for it, but it's my favorite movie of all time. And if you're not there for it, I'm going to be disappointed. So make sure you guys pop out. We are going to boost this watch on as much as we can, because anyone can cook. And then Tuesday, there will be an episode of Famous Last Words. I promise it. And then Wednesday,
right there.
Boom.
It's the newsies.
Kevin Smith and Robert Parker. And we're going to bring her in now. Kristen Smith, welcome to the stream. How you?
I can't believe I'm on a stream with someone who thinks that Lassie's a dog's name and just already disparaged this movie with his opinion.
I know. I you know, look, we were nice enough to let him be on to begin with, to like enjoy Psych last week, and I thought that he would have figured out by now what, you know, Lassie means to all of us and like how important Lassie is as a character. And then all of a sudden he's over here talking about how Lassie's just a dog's name, and I don't know, I'm kind of thinking he shouldn't even be on the channel anymore.
I mean, I just don't even I just don't even understand.
Oh,
I know.
Hello, guys. I'm getting a call from Chris Clark. He's saying Mario Kart is on Saturday. We're doing Mario Kart tomorrow, so make sure you guys pop out and watch us yell at each other, because and appeals.
He literally sent it in a chat earlier today saying that Mario Kart tomorrow, and you saw the message because I looked at the chat.
Do you think I remember the message?
We're off to a really great start tonight.
I'm doing great.
You know, Kristen, I'm really glad you're here because, you know, earlier last week, we did this really great episode of the PJ Campbell Show where we did the Psych bracket to figure out the best episode of Psych, and we broke a lot of people's hearts along the way. But where were you when you discovered Psych? Like, what does Psych mean to you? And
everything. It means everything. No, I just started watching it. I don't even remember like when I started watching it. I think it was either like right when it first started or like maybe after the first season, but pretty much was hooked from like the first second I watched of the show. And it's just been something where I can go to it and just relax and have a good time. And it's no matter what episode you watch, you walk away, even the hard ones that kind of like are a little more dark. You walk away watching this show with a smile on your face. And like, we need more of that.
We definitely do. And I think that that's why I've been enjoying that we did these and we've been celebrating Psych all week, because it's been dark times, man. And I think that celebrating this show is the best way to do that. And we can't celebrate this show without one Mr. Patrick Hogue. Hello, sir. What is that?
So it's not a dog?
No, it's not a dog.
I was so ready for... Like, I thought it was going to, like, be, like, an old throwback to the movie. I thought, it'd be, like, dog themed. Like, you hyped up pineapples, and I'm like, fine. All right, we got a little cute thing with a pineapple at the end. And I'm like, the sequel, though, focuses on dogs. Everybody loves dogs. I love dogs. So, you're telling me Lassie is a freaking guy?
Yes. And he was in the first movie. We told you this while we watched it.
Yeah, but I, as much as I like to berate Evan, it took me a while to figure out, that Lassie was a human character in the show. And also, PJ, I know this is the PJ Campbell network. I know it's the PJ Campbell house. It's the PJ Campbell universe. That singing potato, if you disrespect it again, I swear... I'm walking out of here.
I like the singing potato.
The potato is love. The potato is life.
The potato is Chris Clark. We know that.
Every episode starts with you like, thank God that potato's not here. And I'm sitting backstage seething because that potato is the only reason I'm here.
I believe that. But, once again, we're glad that you're here to watch Psych 2.
Happy to be here.
It's going to be your second foray into this world that is...
I figured a clean entry point into the show is watch both the movies first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes sense.
Hogue, I'm disappointed because you and I both came to this revelation tonight. There's no God. It's not about the goddamn dog. Just disappointing.
Evan, we are moving past this harsh point.
All right, we're not moving past
we're gonna
having one of our favorite people in the world here tonight, Mr. Maxwell Haddad. Hello, sir. Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
Whoa.
real.
I have two things to say. Number one, I agree that I was pleasantly surprised not to see a singing potato, but I was absolutely angry that in its stead we did not get a
singing
pineapple.
Exactly.
What a missed opportunity. Number
two, love Chris Clark. Thank you for the
Evan Degraff's grasp of the Psych universe is as robust as his Family Feud hosting skills.
Yeah, we're off to a great start today. I can't wait. And I just
reason for both of those things.
Real quick, I don't know if you guys saw it, but yesterday evening, I was in the middle of cooking my dinner and I was emotionally distraught by one Mr. Maxwell Haddad, who sent me the most wonderful cameo from Tim Amundsen, who plays Lassie in the Psych films. If you have not gone to my Twitter, you can go and check it out. You are an emotional terrorist, and I love you so much, and you're the best. Thank you, my friend.
Love you, man.
But now, we have one last guest. She was in the chat last week. She made it very well known that she should have been on the Psych bracket and on the watch-along, and I felt bad, so we brought her back. It is one Rachel Silverstreeny. Hello, the Switchblade, I believe, officially.
Officially the Switchblade, and I love that I get to be on your show because I gave you a Jewish guilt trip. That just was amazing. You love me. What happened? I don't know. Why? I love this. Okay, fine, whatever.
Can a non-Jew give a Jewish guilt trip, though?
Well, my name is Jewish. Rachel is a Jewish name, and everybody thinks that it's Silverstein and not Silvestrini, and it's the same. Yes?
Okay.
I've been to more Seders and, Jewish holidays than most actual Jews that I know. So
as the token Jew of the network, I'll give it a soft pass.
So
as
it's
someone who uses Catholic guilt.
Ish. Not as Jewish as Brandon Hanna, though.
Oh no, but he's absolutely 100% Jewish. Like,
wow, we are off to a rocking start tonight. I'm just gonna flash this up there again real quick. Is
my favorite thing ever. Honestly,
it's the best.
Yeah.
It is.
Perfect. Can I just say, I absolutely agree with Max. That was a completely missed opportunity for a singing pineapple. I am wholly disappointed in you. Like, that was
you have about
so
90
perfect.
minutes to make one ready for us for the end of the show. Just saying.
Yeah.
Or
Make it a dog.
Or we have an expectation for when we watch the SpongeBob movie.
Ooh,
that's true. Or the musical, because I can say that we've been talking behind the scenes about potentially doing a watch along of the SpongeBob musical coming up. So there's always that potential. Real quick before we start, I just want to talk to Rachel real quick, similar to Kristen. We all know that Psych means as much to you as it does to. Well, 4 of us on this panel, you and myself, Kristen and Maxwell, the 2 in the middle, they really don't count. But where were you when you discovered Psych, and what does it mean to you?
Honestly, I don't remember where I was because I was probably on tour, but I just remember turning on the TV in a hotel, and it was set on USA as I was flipping through, and all I saw was Shawn and Gus being nerdy brothers to each other. And it just, the next day I walked in and someone was like, "Oh, you suck." And I'm like, "Suck it." And that was it. Like, I was in hook, line, and sinker. I love this show so dearly. It is just everything I've ever wanted anything to be. And I actually got to vomit my love of Timmy all over Dule Hill a few months ago, and we literally stood there. I was like, "I love you. I love Psych. Oh my God, Tim's the best." And he's like, "I know." And we just stood there for 3 minutes, just telling each other how much we love Timothy Amundsen. And I was like, "But I love you too." And then his wife was standing right there, and she's 2 months out of giving birth, and she's stunning. And I'm like, "That's not fair. Why?" They're just the nicest human beings on the face of the planet. So I love them. I love the show. It makes me so happy.
It makes me happy too, and I'm really glad that we get to celebrate this together, especially because, as it stands, we kind of set it up front. Things have been dark lately, and so I'm really happy that we're going to get to watch Psych 2 together. For some of these people, it's going to be their first time all together, and it's their second time even being a part of this universe. And for the rest of us, I think we're all going to have a really good time tonight. If you guys do not have Peacock, it is free for you to watch this along with us. So go ahead, head to Peacock, and we're going to count down. And I think it's time. Are you guys ready to watch Psych 2?
Peacock!
Yeah.
Peacock!
All right. So I'm going to count down from 5. When I say go, hit play, and we are all going to go into Psych 2, Lassie Come Home. Let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Just a heads up, I will be crying because I am an emotional creature.
I think that's fair for all of us to say.
Just want to give a heads up. You're going to see a lot of tears.
I will try not to cry.
I don't think you'll be able not to.
You can try all you want, but it's going to happen.
What I'll say is the first time I watched it, I sobbed, so I'm hoping I got it out so I can maintain my composure on the stream, but I make no promises. I'm a man and I have feelings.
Oh, look, it's Joel McHale.
It's a guy with a beard wearing a flannel. Guys, it's a guy with a beard wearing a flannel in the woods. I'm in. Okay.
That's my kink too, so I get it.
And he's fine as fuck.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Joel McHale's great.
I have to say, he's very inspired casting to be Lassiter's father.
Oh, it's so perfect.
I mean, of all the people for Lassie to have been raised by, Joel McHale actually just makes sense.
It kind of does.
So this is the dog?
Joel McHale is a ghost?
I will end you. I love you, but I will end you. You disrespect Lassie again.
The jokes end there. For me, at least. I don't know what Evan has to say.
I really like this cinematography effects. It's really cool.
Already, this is looking visually better than the first
opening.
movie.
This Finding Nemo opening was great.
This is a much starker opening, to say the least.
No.
This looks much more cinematic than the first movie.
Yeah.
Except for one scene, and we'll
The
get
opening
there.
scene was directed by Patrick Hogue.
Hey.
Lassie's voice
Welcome
when he's
back,
calling
Tim
for
Amundsen.
help.
Welcome back. We miss you so much. We're glad you're here.
But his voice when he was calling for help, it just like,
Yeah.
oh,
He's like, Papa, no.
Papa, can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear me? Oh, he's
Oh,
Oh,
It's such
Dude,
a
Pat,
dark opening, man.
Whoa, that was brilliantly directed. Thank you for letting us get that perspective for that scene.
Like that
I've never
fisheye
I
lens.
love the fisheye. It's so great.
yeah.
It's a really great, like, disorientating kind of thing.
It is.
Ah, surprise.
Guys, if
What
I
is
ever
wrong with you?
If I ever go into a coma and you guys don't wake me up like that, we're not friends anymore.
There's a dog.
We did it.
But it's Morrissey from the first movie.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Aw.
He called it
looking-
Raby, Sean.
He's looking thinner.
A little bit.
Yeah, I think he slimmed down a bit.
Well, he was in
He had that
This
AV
Is
funny.
Us, and he had to be like super trim for it, right?
A million little things. Or was it This Is Us?
Also,
He was in This Is Us, wasn't he?
Timothy
Tim
is.
Amundsen, yeah.
Dude, guys, the casting is so spot on. I love that they brought her back to play a daughter.
Look at Cam in here. She's going to share the link with her producer friend from Psych.
Yes.
Please do, and if they want to share it with others too.
Bro, yo, that's the woman who left Ted Mosby at the altar.
That would also
Therapy dog.
therapy dog.
Yeah. Sarah Flew.
I
Oh
love
my
that
God.
Sarah.
Kevin,
I love
what
that
is he
Sarah
for?
Talk. Like because and of
Little
course
her.
Poopingtons.
she's also
I think it's season
from
3,
Scrubs,
Kevin.
which is
Mhm.
really great.
Just made you blush.
Why
Of
is
course.
he so handsome? Gus's like hair to
Don't be
beard
the-
is like
Don't be the night your dad fell asleep inside your mom. Oh my god.
That is the funniest.
We don't have fans.
I just love their banter still. It's just they're being adults, they're such children.
I mean,
And they haven't lost it.
Sean literally said in one episode, Juliet said, "You're acting like a child," and he's like, "I am. A child.
I am not acting.
I am
Yeah.
not acting." I mean, he knows what he's about.
Accepted.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Such 12-year-olds,
just-
I love them
I
so
know.
much.
It never stops being absolutely wonderful.
I hope they're like 90 in wheelchairs and still making poop and dick jokes and
Yeah.
solving
They-
crimes.
If
Well,
if they
they have
literally
to.
made a psych movie where they were both like ancient, I would still watch it.
Oh yeah.
Well, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny because I was reading an interview with them over the last couple of days leading up to this, and Rodriguez was talking about the fact that he was like, "We want to keep doing this until it stops being funny. Like,
It
we
will
don't
never
want to
stop
run it
being
into
funny.
the ground because they don't want it to become sad, and I don't think it's ever going to become sad. They're just too good.
They're so talented.
Yeah, it's never gonna not be funny. The fact that they can pick up the banter as seamlessly as it is now, as it was in season 2 or 8, like there's no difference. So for that, I think they can just keep going on making movies forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah.
And
Damn, she's
we will
good.
be happy. What?
Damn, she's good. It just makes me laugh.
I also want to acknowledge the runtime is 1 hour and 28 minutes, which is always a good runtime.
Yeah.
Very
I
crisp
For like
movie
a
right
TV movie, absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
Even Iron Giant, when we saw that, it was like, ooh, with credits, 88 minutes.
Or recently, Palm Springs, 125.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Notice how she's looking at them like she was always looking at JD.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
Yep.
Like
I mean,
the same
Sean
exact.
Spencer
Like,
and
you're an
JD are
idiot.
basically the same person.
It's almost like I relate to them in very unique ways.
Yes, but I feel like these two are better people.
Black.
Okay,
I feel like Shawn and Gus are way better people than.
Okay, that's
JD
fair.
was.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I would get JD to buy my drinks all night at the bar, and then be like, "You're a terrible human being." Out. Thanks for the laughs.
And so, real quick, I want to throw this out here because they threw it in dialogue. So they actually wrote Amundsen's stroke into the show, so that way when he couldn't move his arm and things like that, it was written in, and he had asked it to be that way because he didn't want to pretend that nothing had happened, which I think is really great.
Well, and it makes sense character-wise too. Like, he was in super great shape for like the entirety of the show. To still be a detective and then like just go out of shape is not in his character at all.
Right.
So I think like making it part of his character really like just cements this change in him as well. Yeah.
It just also brings that kind of like eventness to the film to be like, we got him. Like he's here and he's committed, and we're not just like forcing him to do it.
Yep.
God, it's amazing. This was the first thing he did when he started getting healthy again, too, outside of obviously his cameo in the first movie. And he's come a long way just in that time when you watch like This Is Us and things like that, too. But I think he's actually really great in this.
Didn't they end up using his on-set like doctor/nurse as like one of the background actors for the hospital? I heard that they were like short somebody, and they were like, "Hey, you're already in scrubs. Can you go stand in?" He's like, "Well,
I
need to stay with him." They're like, "That's fine. Just hover."
I really want Jamba Juice right now. Kelly said Palm Springs watch along. I would not be against that. Actually,
I'd be down.
There's like 8 Palm Springs watch alongs.
Doggy. Hello, here is a hand. Here's a hand.
He's such a good boy, though.
Oh my god!
It's nothing more than a human hand.
The dog's just like, hello, here is a hand.
Yeah, the dog straight up is just like, let me have this hand for you.
There's a hand in your hand.
There's a hand in your hand.
Go ahead, guys. Bump it.
Come on, son.
Nux.
Yes!
This show is just happiness. Soaked in pineapple juice.
Resigned to maturity.
How do you?
And it's all right. If you're all wrong, why dance round to the same damn song? Can we also talk about the fact that they clearly didn't follow up the John Cena stuff at all for the first-time viewers last week?
Yep.
No.
They mention it.
They do mention it.
I know, but it just makes me laugh because
there's nothing that says we won't get a prequel movie that takes place in between the first two movies.
Or
you know what? I'll even settle for like an hour episode. Like, it doesn't have to be a movie. Just give me like a 35, 45 minute long stint and show me what happened.
Now. Oh, wait.
Yes?
Not yet.
Max
is like, hey.
I'm not an animal.
No, just kidding.
I'm early.
I love that they're just shipping a hand.
I know. I mean, shout out to going to the Postal Service and just being like, we're just going to send a hand. It'll be fine.
No big deal. Like, do you have to pay extra for that kind of shipping, or?
Well, they argue that it's like, they're like, we're not allowed to ship anything live. He's like, it's not alive.
You want to bumble with the bee is a good way.
As good as the majority of this movie looks, this green
is
real bad.
Awful.
Not great.
It's super
awful.
It's not that long, but
it's a great Force Awakens reference, though.
Yes, it is a great Force Awakens reference.
It did make me groan when I saw this. I was like, why?
It is very much like, it feels like, all right, we see them walk in. Where is it? And they're like, oh fuck, we left the location. Let's I don't know, Timmy, you know Photoshop, right? Can you like? I was like, yeah, I can work up something.
What probably happened is there was like houses on the other side of the street, the other side of the train tracks being built or something stupid like that.
She is actually from A Million Little Things, which is the show that James is on currently.
Yeah.
So that was a nice way for him to bring more of his current career into this. Because they tend to work with people they've already worked
I love that he called it a cat fae.
Yep.
I love cat faes.
Oh,
there's some really good ones in
Brienne. If you've never seen Psych, I think you can still enjoy it. Yes.
You'll still have fun. You're a nerd.
I mean, I don't mind if you've never seen it. I just like seeing your face, Brienne.
Okay, this has got to be Chris Clark, right? Chris Clark's got 2 separate accounts, I think.
Hater Tot Joe, I would believe, is
yeah.
Chris. Also, Miss Movies, Brienne, it is totally okay. Neither have I. We're just here for the ride.
Neither have I.
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria is so good.
Real quick, I am going to post the Streamlabs link again in the YouTube channel if you guys want to throw us a few dollars to help us keep the lights on during the quarantine. Just, feel free.
Lights? We have lights?
We do. We have lights. And
I've been using candles this whole time.
I mean, you are a bastard. You thought it was about a dog, so I believe it.
I gotta be honest, she should not be pulling off that hairdo as well as she is.
I know. You're like,
It's because she's tiny
I'm
and
okay with
This, though, is
So good.
yeah.
the timber.
And also, I think that the hair is also supposed to be almost like a Princess Leia
I was
reference.
gonna say it's like a reverse Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Henry? Those look like his eyebrows.
It is a trailblazer. That is true, Brienne. We do think Evan is a trailblazer here.
But bellowed Tom.
Nope.
What are you doing, Tom Waits?
trailblazer.
Kathleen Turner.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I love
I
the
could tell who that was by his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you should know,
I do
Well,
love
I
that they
didn't know
reference
who was
Peter
gonna
Gator,
be
though.
in
Yeah.
the thing next.
I've only seen him in the first movie, and I was like, isn't that the dad? Like, his eyes are so...
It's
He's got
Corbin
very
Burnson.
distinctive eye.
He's
It's a
got,
very
like,
special shade of blue.
bags on bags.
Hey, leave his bags on. He's had a long,
It's good character.
stressful life. He's got
It
the
looks-
bags on bags.
It
Yeah,
looks
he
well
had to
aged.
raise Sean.
They
Like,
tell a
come
story.
on. And it's exhaustion.
The fact that they just referenced A Million Little Things as
Yeah.
the new version of This Is
They
Us
have the
is
same
amazing.
show on ABC, but newer. So Evan's
Newer.
definitely gonna like it.
Yeah, because newer is better, right, Evan?
Not my problem. He's doing like a Batman voice, like a Christian Bale Batman.
This is well directed. Like, there's good, like, much better cinematography in this one.
They had time.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
it's
had a
good.
lot more time to work on it.
Opening the slit and only seeing, like, her little, like, onion buns, like,
It was like here.
it's like, I'm allergic to the cat.
Back to that Pat Hogue.
Wait, so
Directed
yeah, Evan, what
scenes.
were you saying?
All those scenes with the
Juliet.
chamber and stuff.
I
those
love
are Pat Hogue
Juliet.
directed.
Welcome back, Maggie.
Pat Hogue
We missed you.
acting?
No, the direction. You shot it.
I'll take it. Thanks, Evan.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I think that they really wrote him into this movie in the right way. And I'm going to say that a lot
Yeah.
tonight as it goes on, but like everything is so good. And I like that his storyline is very Hitchcockian. Like it feels like a mix between Rear Window and Vertigo. And I like that a lot.
Is that Conway Twitty?
I love being called Trailblazer. I just looked up the definition. Thanks, Brienne.
This is a perfect time to use this, I believe, again.
I love how after they haven't been working together, they're still like they slip into partner mode so quickly. It's so great to see. I miss them as partners so dearly.
I love this scene.
Oh,
They're so good together again, too. Like it is so they fall back into it as characters, and like the friendship feels amazing
and genuine.
I also
Yeah.
love
Like-
those glasses on him. They look so good.
Yeah,
Well,
You're not
he's
wrong.
sexy.
look,
Well, and that
This
Rogue.
list, guys, when you get a chance, you need to pause that list and read it. Number
It's
12 is
great.
Record Gallivant, and I
Oh,
lost it.
Gallivant is such a good show.
yeah,
it's
we brought that up
so
last week
good.
too. Yeah, Gallivant was wonderful. If you've
Yeah.
never seen it, please watch it.
Yeah,
I
Timothy
really wanted to watch
Gallivant.
Gallivant.
Yeah, Timothy's the star of it.
Yeah, and he sings all the time. Oh God,
Oh, that dog.
he's so pretty.
They really
Hey,
like.
Lassiter is not a dog.
They look good for their age. They have
Right.
not aged today.
Guys, I don't know if you have subtitles on, but the dog ran off and it just said adventurous music.
Yeah, I have it on too.
I love it. That's
That-
a great adventurous
He cleared the
music.
horizon fast.
Yeah.
Right. Quickly.
I love that line. Yeah, that he cleared the horizon quickly. I just love how
Oh.
surprised they are by it.
Guys, this makes my heart hurt
Yeah.
because this isn't her. This isn't Juliet. This is
Yeah.
like Maggie talking to Tim, and I can't deal with it. I love it so much. They love him so much, and he deserves it.
Well, it kind of, in the same way that Furious 7's ending is not something that feels, scripted. It feels like them really saying goodbye to Paul. This kind of gives me that same feel where it really is them welcoming him back into this world. Yeah, and how much they do care about him and how glad they are that he's okay. It's a very real emotional response to it, and I love that.
It's real because I just had to pour a drink. Because Rachel doesn't deal with her feelings except with booze.
Who's what?
Except with booze, yeah. That dog is never coming back.
Babe of all babes. What a way to answer a phone. Oh, they're both wearing good jackets.
They really are.
I like Gus's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a sharp coat.
Hey, Evan, there's a Streamlab.
Oh, sorry. I actually was engaged in the film.
No, you're fine.
No, do your job, Evan.
Yeah.
I like that their phone cases are coordinated with their outfits.
Me too.
I appreciate that.
Although Shawn did give up the Psych phone case he had for a very long time.
And that makes me incredibly sad. I hope that it's framed, in his apartment.
Yes.
Guys, I'm just going to expose this man. That's my brother. My brother donated $1. He said, Evan, you look great, man. Block out the haters. That comes from Nigel.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's beautiful.
I think this is actually Evan's burner account.
I believe it, actually.
Thanks, Evan's brother.
Foreboding music.
Dun, dun, dun.
And a Volkswagen Beetle.
So similarly, we talked about while we watched the first movie that they definitely lean in on the genre tropes, and I thought that they did a really nice job here with the thriller type feel, plus having the echoing of the memories and the radios in the background. It just it works very, very well.
Max, can you say something for me? Let's just see your mic in general. Okay,
Yeah,
PJ, can you plug in and can you unplug and then plug in your mic again?
Yeah, I texted PJ and was like, "There's static on your mic."
Yeah, PJ, you were as static.
I'm really
static
glad.
we were talking about.
I love her advanced police work here. She's such a damn good detective.
She is.
I don't know how to spell
detective.
staticky. It's very difficult. And she's a good cop.
I mean, holding a laser pointer that steady is hard.
Go ahead, PJ.
Is that better now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So, I don't know if you guys heard what I was saying before this.
Say hi?
But I think it's really important that as far as the genre...
Guys, you got a cameo. Come say hi. Hey, guys.
Hey. Thanks for the job.
They have the same haircut.
Yeah.
It's because that's
really
Evan's
do.
burner account.
It's like Harvard crew cut. Not
Sorry.
crew cut, but crew. Sorry.
PJ, what were you saying?
No, I just think that as far as genre bending goes, the show does a great job at it. We talked about it before. And that sequence before this, the way that they use the background noise as the radio calls of Lassie getting shot and stuff, it's very effective. And I thought it worked really, really well in the thriller type vibe that they were going for, because they tend to do that a lot.
No, totally. And it's switching to romantic comedy, switching to cop shows, switching to mystery.
Yeah.
Mike, just so you know, we are at 2017, 18, 19. Catch up.
Cool. Thank you, Rachel. That was very nice of you.
I saw. I pay attention. I help.
Andy Bourbon, look at this. This is awesome. Just wanted to say hi to some true psychos.
Yeah!
You're in the right area.
I mean, 4 of us. It applies.
Just look around me and
Got the
Hogue.
outer edges.
I mean,
well, I don't
Psycho
know if you guys know who. I don't know if you guys know who Andy Berman is, but he is actually the producer on Psych.
Yep.
Yes.
So that is amazing.
So many wonderful episodes of television and movies, Andy.
And
I just want to say that
hours
these
of
did a
my
good job
life
in
have
showing
been spent.
us new art. So,
Well, and I also want to shout out, he also voiced Dib in Invader Zim, and I'm a huge Invader Zim fan. So
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I also just want to say I consider myself a psycho. Just
I
no, but,
can't
not
handle this.
that
Thank you,
kind of
KM, for
psycho,
sending this to him.
okay?
This is kind of amazing.
I love that they have a drawer big enough to fit a man.
Yeah,
A grown
I love
man,
that.
yeah.
It's so
Love their
good.
fights.
Both
It's like-
in depth and in length.
I
They're
also
my
love the
favorite.
fact. I also love the fact that he goes to find the Snuggie, and what is Gus wearing but the Snuggie that he was looking for? Also, I want to know,
Of
Andy,
course.
if you were ever on site, how much did you absolutely love Steveston? Because that's where everything is shot. I love that you guys use Steveston. It makes me so happy.
I just love
You
their
silly
banter
black
still in this
goose.
too. They're just so good.
Oh.
Their relationship is just so perfect every time.
Well, 100%.
And Gus just hiding in there is just
Absolutely love like the dynamic between all three of them because like when the show first started, the dynamic
Get it?
was like all about just Shawn and Gus, and then it added
Yeah.
in Juliet,
Juliet.
and it made this weird triangle that worked so well.
no. He sent meat with the hand. Oh, it's so good. I
Love him so dearly.
yeah.
Venison scrumptious.
The fact that he immediately goes to he probably ate the hand just makes me so happy.
Yeah, because it's Woody and like
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I also love the amount of actors
Buffalo.
that are shared
Yeah.
between Psych
And
and
Supernatural?
Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Yeah.
90% of the cast
Well,
is
they were
just like
both
in
filming
everything.
in Vancouver around the same time, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, technically Supernatural's still filming up there,
True enough.
which is insane.
Playing with a spleen again because that's totally
Okay.
normal. Oh, KM considers him a psycho. We're all psychos here. It's so Hitchcockian, the whole seeing ghosts type thing. It's very Rear Window in the right way.
Is Gus also in a Snuggie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
was
That
the
was
that was
the-
the yeah.
Close
You
in
mentioned
They
it.
were-
drawer.
That was what Sean was looking for. He was looking for their giant green Snuggie so they could like snuggle together and like watch a movie. And then he went to look for it and found
Okay,
Gus in it.
I accept all this.
Nobody should ever hurt Timmy or Lassie.
Oh.
Baby!
Dude, demon
just-
dog. Why
No,
did
I
it look
wanna-
so creepy?
Because he's dark. Don't be jealous.
He looks
Oh,
like the
I want-
devil.
No,
I want to
okay,
wake up to a dog like that.
Real quick.
And then do this.
If
this
I woke
scene,
up to the devil dog on top of me, I think I would die.
this
Oh my
scene is
God.
so real,
Beautiful.
and I love it. I thought this was one of the best sequences in the entire film.
And that was real, by the way. When Tim had his stroke, they honestly did not think that he was ever going to walk again because of the way that it affected his brain.
Yeah.
And it
I
was
just, it's just so well handled, and I just love the way that they did it.
asking validation from a dog. You see that, right?
Yeah.
And I
of
love
course you're
this,
not
by the way.
crazy. Person
Yeah, you're
who's
totally
seeing
not
your
crazy.
dead father.
Said I wasn't gonna cry.
Don't feel bad. I cry on stream all the time while we watch this stuff. Brienne says, "Fun fact: my guitar instructor looks like Jared Padalecki." # Supernatural.
If my
That-
guitar
that's
instructor
something-
looked like Jared Padalecki, I would not be able to learn the guitar because I'd be staring into his eyes the whole time.
I just want to shout
I
out
was about to
KM
say,
who
that's
said
the-
that we pumped up her night, and having Andy here also pumped up her night. We're glad to make
Yeah.
you feel that way.
And Andy, we're here for you to be your psychos whenever you want. Herschel House just sounds like an institution.
It does.
You
It
know?
totally does.
Like it sounds like you're gonna get a really nice "I love me" jacket, and like sounds really comforting.
Can we talk about the fact that he just said he had the best sleep ever sleeping in that drawer?
Imagine how dark and cozy it would be.
That's bad.
Yeah, I mean that sounds really nice actually.
Yeah.
The
to be
color
fair,
scheme around
it's
is
not-
different.
It's not far from a tour bus bunk, like at all.
Look at this nice office.
about the same
building it
size.
has. It's a fancy office.
She's back.
Melanie!
That Yes.
Love her.
Okay.
She's such a great addition to this entire universe. Like
and her being Dulay's actual wife just brings them such a natural chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely.
But she's hilarious.
But plus, I think that her character is a really great foil for Gus. Like they play along to against each other incredibly well, and
the Pluto conversation is one of the greatest conversations in the entirety of the series.
Dude. Every time I hear the word Pluto, I hear Gus and want to do this.
It's fair.
You guys heard about Pluto, right?
That is right, by the way. If you guys are using Peacock, they have a lot of the Hitchcock films on there, of course, because, we got to love that they're really going all in on some of their back catalog. So really check those out if you haven't.
Yeah, it's a way to get a woman to calm down. Tell her more about the woman who likes her boyfriend who's not answering his phone.
Yes, absolutely, because, he wouldn't be missing or anything right now.
Yeah. And women don't hyperbolize things in their brain ever.
No.
Men don't either. Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
See, this plot already feels more substantial than the first movie. Like the first movie felt like a TV episode they made into a movie, whereas this one feels like it's personally affecting the characters in ways that you wouldn't see on the show.
Yeah, I don't think I feel like that's and it's a little bit of real life to it though too, which took it to that level,
I think quote unquote it could be like manipulative, but for this works and helps.
Yeah.
I love that they just wander in, see a fridge, open it up, and they're like, "Ooh, ice chips,
snacks."
Yeah,
because of course, why not? Raspberry.
Wait, what are those?
They're flavored ice chips.
All right. Can we talk about this is a West Wing reunion right here?
Yeah. I love this guy.
I have tried really hard to not look up anything about this. No casting, so every single thing in here is such a big surprise to me.
Oh, really? That's even better. I'm so proud of you right now.
I'm really excited. There's so many cool things in this.
This guy's the greatest glasses wearer in
I mean, there's a great glasses wearer right above us, so
very true.
Not taking anything away from Max ever.
Well, and also Pat is also wearing glasses.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think this guy also rocks a fire tuck better than almost anybody.
Parcel. What a Harry Potter reference right there.
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
It says quacks.
Now I'm doing it.
You good.
Thank you, Cam. We're glad you're having as much fun as we are. This is why we love doing the watch-alongs. It's just fun to watch these movies together and talk about it and have a good time with it.
If I can't sit next to you on the couch in your living room, PJ, with your cats clawing away at me and your dogs waging World War III, this is the next best thing.
Brienne, the greatest glasses wearer. This is something I've never heard before and appreciate.
I mean, if you're gonna have really cool people, they better be the greatest glasses wearer.
It's true.
And
Rachel, I agree with you, Rachel.
That silly British accent kills me.
I agree with you.
James Rode Rodriguez is so great with silly accents.
He really is.
He is. He's the best at everything.
Silly accent.
He really should do they should do a spoof telenovela, like an actual full episode, just so we could see him really lean in on it.
Yeah,
like the missing episode from Lights Camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The episode we do not speak of anymore.
You mean the second greatest episode of Psych of all time?
The episode we do not speak of.
That does not have my seal of approval. I was dying in the chat that day.
I mean, Max and I felt like Max and I were on crazy pills.
Dan Brunner is still barely talking to me. Dan and I are having a falling out over Psych.
Well, Danold is too good for us.
Well, no. Danold still talks to me. Dan Brunner, on the other hand, of Dan and Aaliyah.
The other
Sean said I like to suck on the tips.
Yeah. I want to know how much, like, I want all of the extra footage that never made the cut, because you know that's the meat of it. Like, that's the funny parts. So if they need to release this on Blu-ray so I can just watch like 17 hours of cut scenes.
I just love that everyone in this movie is lying to everyone, by the way. Like, every character is lying to each other because they're all trying to protect each other.
They all know that they're lying to each other, and they all know that they're lying for a reason, and they know, like, it's an understanding of like a secret language of lying.
They know that we know that they know that we know.
They know you
but they don't know.
Star Drew's here. Hey, Star Drew, how are you? I like that this whole movie, it feels like everyone's they're all trying to protect Lassiter and each other, but they also really want to figure out who shot him. And so everyone's lying to everyone. And I said it last week, and I think that still to this day, the thing that makes both these movies work so well is that both of them feel personal, because both mysteries revolve around major characters in the films themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, you can feel how much they liked being back together.
Yes.
Like, this wasn't something that they were like contractually obligated to do, or like, you know, had to renegotiate their contract to get more money to do it. Like, it was, they were like, yeah, we're going to do it.
I think it's pure. It's because they love doing it and because the fans love it. It's like a direct exchange of joy between the show and the fans.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think that we've said it before, but I think Psych has the best group of fans. There's nothing toxic about the Psych fan.
You're not wrong.
And so it's a pure exchange of just being.
They're doing the thing. They're doing the thing.
I love this so much. I love it so much.
What I referenced this as something like
the Minority Report of Psych.
Mm-hmm. That's a picture of a zombie they have back there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that this is all incredibly believable for the Santa Barbara area, because like less than an hour away is Solvang, which, if you haven't been, is Norway in Central California, or northern, like southern. I don't know, the weird gray area, but it's very creepy, and there's a lot of Norwegians, and my family are part of that, so they do have
Brienne.
nice.
Oh, bye, Brienne. Thank you for stopping by.
Love you.
Go.
I just love this too. I think that this was such a great twist to the story.
Yeah. Hold up.
Her yellow jacket.
I know.
That's great.
Nobody. This whole change is what a
deadbeat DeAndre.
What a turn of events. May
I love that their dynamic is like the Shawn and Gus.
It's almost like
it's like secondary Shawn and Gus. It's so perfect.
So great.
Yeah.
Oh, the woods.
I know. Ooh, that sounds so good right now.
Oh, that looks so nice.
So for weeks or months even, I was looking at the poster, and they're in these jackets, and I'm like, why are they possibly in these jackets? And it is such a relief to know
why not?
Why they're in the jackets and hats.
I love that he calls her a vodka consigliere.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I would like you to be the middleman between me and the vodka.
Can we talk about real quick too? One of the things I love is coming up right here. She starts to talk.
Yeah.
And just, Shawn being like, thank you for being forthcoming, because you never see that procedural from any kind. Like, she's not lying to them. I love that. It just makes me laugh, and they're surprised by it.
They're like, thank you. Really, honestly, it's refreshing.
The mist coming out of the bar is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
This actor, Christopher Heyerdahl, has guest starred on like every genre TV show you can imagine over the last 10 to 15 years. He's such a great character
Absolutely.
actor. So good at voices. I love him.
He actually looks like a Viking too, which is very terrifying.
I know this is going to reflect poorly upon me, but when I think of Norway, I immediately think of Epcot Center.
Yeah.
It happens. I mean, there are trolls in Norway, so totally doable.
Woohoo!
I know I've seen him in something, and it's killing my brain.
You've
to figure
seen
it
him
He's been
in
in like every
everything.
show. Smallville, Supernatural, all of them.
He's like Mark Shepard. He's just everywhere.
Yep.
Except, was Mark on this?
No.
What the hell? Guys, movie 3. Andy, you still here? Get Mark Shepard for the 3rd movie, please, and thank you.
And if there's any room for 6 extras that you might need for one scene where they're fans of Shawn and Gus and they're talking about them,
Or
just reach
even
out. We could do it this way. It's fine.
even just in the background of a bar. We're really good at that. We're really good at drinking.
I'm really good at getting drunk.
That's true too.
One of my favorite running gags throughout all of Psych is how they have no taste for like hard liquor, whether it be vodka or whiskey. They're always like, The
cinematography is so much better in this one. This is looking good.
I love how excited you are about that, to be honest with you.
It's just, you can tell that like the extra layer put onto this to make it feel like a movie.
I liked how the first movie was kind of a stepping stone between like, the TV show and this. Like, this is more of a movie, and like it was just like this nice little like
it bridges the
step
gap.
up. Yeah.
Okay, the running gags with the Sean's broken phone. This is such a good.
Gus's, yeah.
Sorry.
Like for beauty with the booty. Stay in.
Greg
I love how it happens,
Grunberg?
but he's,
Yeah,
I love that he holds that, but he still just holds it there in the same position.
Yeah.
Here, let's just.
Did he just name drop Greg?
Yes, he did.
Grunberg?
Oh my
I mean,
god.
they
Don't retweet that. Don't
just tweeted it.
I feel like we all feel that way sometimes. Oh, it's the best.
I love it being at a urinal.
It's a really pretty bathroom too.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to hang out at this ice bar. It looks great.
I do too.
yeah.
That shot
I mean,
was
I'm
all
from
with
the
one-
Midwest. I've had enough of cold.
I just love how excited Hogue is about the cinematography.
I just like that they keep the jackets.
I mean, they're dope.
I'd keep the jacket too.
Ah!
the yell.
Not exactly
This-
a yell because it's not loud enough. It's like
this-
this perfect little like shriek almost.
I'm just gonna say that the guy that's chasing them right now, that he took the picture of by mistake, if you remade Die Hard, he'd be the perfect.
Yes.
He'd be perfect for Die Hard.
Don't
There's
ever,
the one.
don't ever do that. But yeah,
Unless
Yeah.
you put
Yeah,
Paul
you don't-
Rudd in. No, you put Paul Rudd in the lead, or James Roday. Actually, put James Roday Rodriguez as the new John McClane,
Dude,
Put everything. Why?
just put James Roday Rodriguez in everything.
and
I will watch
Dulé
him.
Hill could be in it too.
He could be the officer outside.
Yes.
and they keep going.
That's a smart
This is
way to
what-
save you
this
some
is-
budget.
This is one of my favorite interactions of the movie.
Just lay
So-
here for a while.
So Dulé Hill for Al Powell, Roday Rodriguez for John McClane. There we go.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
And
We fixed it.
Maggie Lawson for Holly,
Yeah.
obviously. This.
Did he get shot in the butt? Like death.
And they instantly do it. It makes me laugh so hard.
Buzz,
I just
ladies and gentlemen, it's
writing-
Buzz.
Buzz.
They should have given him just a little bit of gray because you can see the aging in his face, and you just need to see just a little bit of gray because he's not like rookie anymore, you know.
His hair upsets me.
Yeah, it's like too dark.
Sorry, some people don't really go gray.
It looks like an oil slick. Like one of those penguins before they do like the Dove commercial when they watch it.
Oh my god!
One of those penguins.
Yeah.
That's not Dove. That's Dawn dish soap.
Dawn, right?
And those aren't penguins. Those are ducks.
Ducks. There's probably a penguin that got washed with someone tried to use Dove and it didn't work.
Every time he does that, me, I love it. I'm so glad they got one of those in there.
I love that they probably could have just stood still and like they would have just blended into the background with those jackets.
Buzzy never saw this, but this is a crime scene.
Grabs his phone. Why does it?
I like Buzz.
Yeah, Buzz is great.
I love that they turn into a game of whack-a-mole.
It's so perfect for them.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah,
I love how proud he is to have her be proud of him.
I immediately like this guy. I want to know more about him.
Remember, he was in the last one too, where he
Buzz is an amazing character.
He cameoed at the end, where he was the one who convinced the what is it, like the guy who got Shawn his ring back, and remember he had read the tarot cards, and someone kept interacting with him to make the tarot card readings feel true.
My doctor told me to lay off the salt.
Yeah, and you love the salt line. That's the same character.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie, man. I gotta be honest. Don't recall it.
A week.
I love that she stands up for herself like this.
She's giving me April O'Neil vibes in that yellow jacket.
Yeah. All she needs is like they should have put her in like an olive t-shirt.
No.
Okay, this is really good.
Oh.
Who keeps one of those in the car though?
Somebody
who just keeps it in the car?
Well, out of the purse after
women.
Like you don't keep that like somewhere that's not just the floor of your car?
No, I think it's spilled out of one of their purses.
Yeah, it's
like,
spilled out of the purse.
Yeah, but like you don't leave that in your purse either. Like you peed on that. I don't want that in my purse.
It depends on whether the father knows or not, and you want to show them.
And it depends if it's the only item in your purse that has pee on it.
I mean, like I typically don't put things that have pee on it in my purse.
Don't lie, you're a mom.
Right,
you have a
that's
child.
I do not let her pee in my purse.
You say pee in.
Traditional top Crown Vic.
Oh, I lost you.
I mean, like sometimes shit happens.
So is this like the main set of the show? Like this is where they're established and everything?
That was their office. Yeah.
They haven't been there for a few years.
And now it's a cafe.
Cafe.
Cafeteria.
Wait, that's brilliant. You're when he goes, you're spinning while the camera's actually spinning. That's fantastic. We love that.
Good shot. Well shot movie.
Oh.
Well,
Pineapple.
there it is.
Oh my god.
This cat, no big deal.
that was a good delivery.
I just like that it meows at him. Like, it doesn't hiss. It doesn't just stare at him. It's just like, meow.
Oh, this scene is so
Nah.
good.
God, he's who I want to be as an old man.
Same, but female.
Oh.
That was harsh words.
And Gus's little look there.
It's way harsh, Ty.
Well, and you can see he immediately regrets what he said.
I love their father-son moments, though. They are so genuine and so beautifully
Corbin Burnson such a
put
great actor.
together.
Yeah, Corbin Burnson has been one of my favorite character actors for a long time, but specifically with Psych, because I always thought he just
I love him
so much.
I love him in Major League.
Yeah. Oh, he's fantastic in Major League.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
it's Liz Haddad. Hi, Liz.
Liz?
This scene
Lego
goes
my
maybe a
ego.
little too far for me, but it's also so
Yeah.
funny.
Dijon Hansu.
Accepted.
Wow, that really killed Hogue.
That's almost as good as Celine Dijon.
Celine Dion is one of the best.
That Saved by the Bell, you probably didn't even cry when she got addicted. I can't. This show is so good. Man. The dialogue, man.
This movie, it's got the heavy hitters.
I love that.
But then it also has good set pieces of like them escaping from their girlfriends and wives, like in the crime scene. It's just like a really well blocked scene.
I appreciate how much you're enjoying the direction of the film.
Yeah, this looks so wrong.
Imagine if you were just listening to this and not watching
I'm
it.
so
Give it to him,
uncomfortable.
Gus.
I'd rather listen to it than watch because the
weird part
that Julie
is-
Hill makes is so.
They keep saying, like, come on, Wilkerson, you know Wilkerson, which is Liz's maiden name. So I'm like, why are you
Yeah,
talking
come
about my wife? Gross.
No. So.
Oh my god. This-
Oh my god.
In the best way.
Imagine being him and not being able to laugh through this whole sequence.
This guy
He looks like he was possessed.
Apparently, Liz is only here because she doesn't have the Hulu password.
Oh.
All right, Max. Why don't you say your Hulu password on the air for everyone?
I
Thank you.
recently changed it because of the Twitter hack. I'll text her.
That's fair.
Oh, she texted me and I missed it.
So she came into our stream to make sure that you saw it. Is what's happening.
And that's a good wife. She didn't come in and like interrupt the stream. She just like text him and then like slid into the hi. Just
It's fair.
password, please.
Stimpy.
He looks so happy with when that moment happens. Oh, I love her.
I mean, can you blame her?
Pedo fetishers.
I mean, to be fair, yes, don't smells it.
Could you imagine having to say the line, get that your hand off that man's eyeball with a straight face?
Or foot fetishers.
It is marked to exit for the purpose of exiting.
My dander is rising. This guy has the best lines of the whole movie.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
A gander boner.
I love that they called him the Good Doctor because he's on the TV show The Good Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That little look he gives.
Yeah.
That's his player look.
Yeah.
Also, Sean just being so bemused by it makes me happy.
So did they show this on TV?
It was originally meant to air on USA, and then when NBC concocted Peacock, they decided to wait. So the commercials are like edits are there.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like I don't know how you edit them out and have each scene feel right, but like
Liz says, I mean, I like all of you too, but you got to put on something less entertaining than you guys, so I'll focus on homework. I feel like that's fair.
Oh, that's a compliment. I'll take that. Thank you.
I'll take it as a compliment. It means that we're so entertaining that doing homework is impossible.
Now, Liz, what topic are we talking about? Algebra, history, social studies, geography, chemistry. Like, this is a high school class, right?
The mustache question.
I love this. I'm gonna go Vespucci.
Cheers.
God, I just love him so much.
Cheers.
God,
before it says she's allergic, and then she walks in with a cat around her neck.
Yeah,
it's like, girl.
That is my dream in life as an actor. She's great. I love her. Oh, Liz, I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. Like, that's really impressive and great.
Oh, dear God.
Yes, dude, that mustache is baller.
From my lip to God's ears.
Woo. I love the ascot.
Yeah, Woody actually looks rather striking right now. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Dude, the mustache works for him.
The coroner from the last movie, because this is too much style.
I know.
It's 100%
Look at that
him.
belt.
He's going undercover.
I just want to appreciate that Evan's picture. I didn't even know it was different. I thought it was just him in real life sitting there with a guitar, and I was like, why is he holding a guitar?
If Evan plays guitar, we gotta have him play us a song.
I just appreciate that he looks the same now as he did when he was 5.
That was taken 2 minutes ago.
I believe that.
That was a selfie sent from the bathroom.
This PJ, as someone who's not watched the show and has only watched the last movie and this one, it really feels like this is a good format of like every few years, just like make one of these. Like make
plan.
Yeah.
I mean, the creator of the show was tweeting earlier about how he's going to make a third movie. So
a third, fourth, or fifth. He said he was like real, like I'm doing a bunch more.
Yeah,
but it's like the escalation
here
of like
for them all.
Like Sean's now dealing with like being a parent, and like there's still the hijinks, but it's like each one you can like get a little bit more deeper and deeper. And
this part is so perfect. After he just spent so much time explaining that he knows his character inside and out.
I really do think Hogue is right, though, and I think that's why we all kept getting so excited every time they'd announce another, like that they want to keep doing them, because it really does work in this format.
This set looks like something out of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Just look at this.
It looks like something out of Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like Ex Machina, or like this is like an A24 movie.
Or Fincher.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that lady's haircut, like when they jibbed up, like
I love the chief.
I do
She's
too.
so loyal.
So this reveal, what is the bullet matching?
It's the bullet that they found in the girl's leg. So initially when they found Lassie, they swept the crime scene and there was one bullet that was missing, and that's the one that Juliet found in the girl's leg and was like, I need to take you to get that bullet out. 'Cause I need the bullet. So they did a ballistics match and it matches a gun that they have in custody.
This room is ridiculous.
Okay, someone else acknowledges.
Yeah. I love that it was kind of in my mind, it was a Blade Trinity reference.
I can see that.
Yeah. First of all, your hairstyle is ridiculous.
Only Woody. Only Woody. I have one lodged in my throat.
It's so funny. For a second, I didn't realize why they wanted to look at his pills, and then I realized, of course, Gus was a pharmaceutical salesman for so long. He could tell them exactly what they're giving him.
That's a lot of
blood.
A lot of blood down there.
It is really watching this. It is a funny premise of like, what if an idiot was Sherlock Holmes?
Right?
Like, what if like
he's definitely not an idiot, right?
What
like
if-
he's
but
he's
like,
the
what if-
smartest one in the room, but he just doesn't act like it.
He's an idiot.
He's a buffoon.
But what if like Ted from How I Met Your Mother was Sherlock Holmes?
No,
Like,
no,
what if,
Ted,
like,
He'd be a terrible person.
Ted Mosby sucks. Sean is a good man.
you get my point though. Of like, what if like
A goofball. What if a goofball was Sherlock Holmes?
yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh God,
He's back.
we can't hear
Oh,
you.
Evan, we
Evan.
can't hear you.
Why are we
So, any
flashing
defense-
that?
Nope.
Because
I
you're
do.
back.
It's kind of the mantra at this point, Evan. I'm sorry.
I know.
Jackal says what?
Just what?
Gus's like little like movements he does every now and again.
He's
it's
a
just-
he's a
He's a
superb comedic actor. He's got great.
He's also like a
movements.
very fine trained dancer, so I'm sure that comes into play with his movement.
you can totally tell with both of like he's just in such like control of his body.
I love this, by the way.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
It's such an important character moment between these two.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he, just in that sequence for him to try to get information on how he would react. And
then
Love
this.
Yeah.
I like this. I like the dad being,
yeah,
like I was gruff, but like I know when he's going through stuff.
that the pullback when he says that is just
And when he does the belly, oh,
Eliminate hippies.
I'm telling you, the list is gold. I tweeted out about it. I was like, if anybody can get that for me,
I
it
think
will
they
be.
posted it earlier. I'll look.
No, I mean like the actual list. Like I want the souvenir of the list that they used on that set. Like the ultimate. I just
That
want it's so pretty.
line, for the first time, I thought I saw something that I'd never seen. I hurt
I
you.
hurt you.
Is such a must. Like, what a moment.
Dude, this right here.
You, PJ, I saw your tweet. I know this is an important scene. I won't talk over it,
Mhm.
but him as John McClane,
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
That's a sweet scene, folks. That's why we're all quiet.
None of this is incorrect.
No. I just love this moment so much.
Oh,
God, they're so good together in the moments where it's
right
so
here.
real.
This part. Oh. I can't with this.
an emotional blow, folks. All right, everybody's tearing up.
I'm okay.
Oh.
Kristen
is
have
an
a heart,
emotional
damn it.
lockbox. She is.
Kristen's like,
I-
you have a kid shit on me 3 times
I'm the only
in a
one
day,
with
so I
a
don't like
kid,
it.
and so I get it.
You're like, it was easy street. What's he talking about?
No, I like very rarely wear makeup, and I'm not ruining it.
You just have your tear ducts like on a cue that like if you need to, they'll go.
Yeah, I'm like just like holding it in. I'm focused
Just-
real hard on just like keeping them in there.
It's like Hoover Dam, just like they'll go when I'm ready. Just
Yeah.
I love that they had such like a great like millennial with their parent moment by showing them how to use their phone to like zoom in on writing so they can
Yeah.
read it.
and that's
Like-
always like a good device to use of like the imprint of a different note written underneath the other note.
Is that a
Yeah.
butt cake? Come on, son.
It's surprising.
Come on, son.
I was gonna say that cake did look really moist,
It
and
did.
then he said it. I'm like, I'm right.
That's
I
also
like really
All
wanted
right.
to stop the movie and like go get bunt cake at that moment. I was
I
like,
almost
that sounds
bought
so
some for
good.
tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I gotta give credit at this point. Sorry, PJ.
No, you're
Go
fine.
ahead.
I was gonna say I finished my bowl of pineapple and now I want butt cake. So you know.
I'm going to give credit real quick to Steve Franks, who's the director of this film, who his only other directing credits are the first Psych movie and a bunch of Psych episodes.
We
Yeah,
created
it's-
the show.
Great, and you know, it's the fact that it wasn't a different director, and it's just like there's such a jump up for this one. I'm
Yeah.
really impressed. Like
I love that
this
they're
is
holding hands. It's so sweet.
It really is though.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, Hogue. I think that it
And now
again-
comes one of the weirdest things you'll ever see.
Mary, baby Mary. Although I really want that onesie, I'm not gonna lie.
look at Hogue's face, you guys.
That was me yesterday, 100%.
oh, it's Jimmy.
He's back.
What? Like, I'm glad he's back, but like, what?
I love that he's like, "Have you ever been swaddled? It's the best."
I miss
That was a
him.
good
He
poop
went to the
face.
bathroom. He just pooped.
Yeah.
Okay, he just pooped. That's what babies look like when they
Yeah.
poop. No.
But as an adult doing it, it looked like an accurate depiction of a baby doing it.
Yeah. He studied real hard for that.
Yeah, he like went to like nurseries for 6
I
months.
forget-
He
love
immediately
Theresa.
knew what that face meant.
Yeah.
No
Can we
thoughts.
can we just appreciate the fact that they decided to have another drug type sequence with Mary?
Yes.
I just
Well, how else are you gonna get a scene with Mary? It's got to be a drug hallucination.
I mean, we stand Mary.
yeah, we stand Mary here and Jimmy Simpson.
How did
Oh.
they?
Yes.
But like, they had to build a giant set
Yes.
to be around him.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
this is
Yeah.
so much work.
I know, and yet they
Actually,
did it.
not that bad.
It's incredible. Babyman.
Go to street, you strange little baby.
I really do like his little onesie, his little
It's
giraffe
really
onesie.
cute.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
cute.
And I
The
want it-
ears
I want it-
flapping.
Guys,
Yeah,
they're
and I-
singing together again.
What?
They're singing together again.
Teat? Teat? How many other movies have musical numbers about teats?
Yeah.
There's a good Whose Line Is It Anyway sketch I can
Wait,
recall.
real quick. Look who is here now.
I love that before he was like not even lit, and then he finally gets to the front and he's lit. Then
It is a shared hallucination, you guys.
When you are that close, if you don't have a shared hallucination, that's not good.
You must out of your hand.
So like, yeah.
I want to know also where they got that giant binky.
And I like
Any
like,
rave. Any rave, Rachel. Any rave.
That big? I remember using I remember in high
mean-
school, like the kids using like just like the regular ones, but that thing was like this big.
Is there ladybugs?
Look at the terrifying bee behind him.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Dude, don't look. Oh god, I love
kids'
this.
toys are full of terrifying things.
You guys ever blue? Ah.
We got tackled. What? Where's Mary? Get back here, Mary.
He's a merman.
He's a merman.
A merman. Look, he's slippery. He's not a merman.
No gills.
Amazing.
You can't take for crap.
Is that a cactus growing out of your head?
They just took some drugs.
Yeah, but I love how they figure this out.
It was that cake. That moist drug cake.
She could yodel.
Oh.
It wasn't the moist cake.
That's a good setup and payoff.
Right?
That's not bad. I caught me off guard. I thought the cake too, and I was like, oh yeah.
The cake was too obvious. The cake is always a lie.
Well, I thought it was a reference back to
Portal.
to the episode where they had where Lassie bought the new condo and like was going insane, and somebody was putting like the hallucinogen.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was what it was. It was like just kind of a throwback to that. But I love the ice chip thing.
Yeah, I like the ice chip thing too. Especially because they snack so frequently all the time.
Yeah. And it also makes me want to know how to make them.
Yeah.
As someone who has spent like a week in a hospital, like, and you can only eat ice chips, man, does it become appealing. Just to like whatever you got, like flavoring water, just like I buy that like flavored ice chips.
Wait, y'all, the nurse is the killer.
Oh, Evan.
Why?
Evan, why did you say that out loud?
Oh, Evan.
Wait, does he know, or is he just guessing?
No, that's my guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Evan.
It makes
I
too
want to
much
know
sense.
why he thinks that.
Because
It's got to be the doctor.
She's
though, right?
too nice to be not the killer.
yeah, kind of that.
Oh,
Hi,
Jen.
Jen.
Hi, Jen. We're happy to see you.
Hi, Jen.
Oh,
Good luck in your match.
I'm going to say this real quick.
From one Jekyll to another.
Man, I just think that they did such a great job setting all of this stuff up in this movie.
Yeah.
I run Island Hot. I like that he looks around like, wait, what did he just say?
not to pile on the criticisms.
5K rule.
This is good dialogue.
Guys, does anybody miss the...
Get your hand off my knee.
He doesn't do that in the movie, in this one.
Well, because everybody knows.
Except for Lassie, but Lassie kind of knows. The chief doesn't. Chief Vic doesn't know.
Yeah, but Chief Vic doesn't see him a lot, and most of the time that Shawn's interacting with, or anywhere near Lassie, he's not awake, so it's not like he's making these big revelations. Like I miss this. Good boy. I love that he checks his nail. Like,
Said Muff.
Yeah. I'll be damned. 4 minutes to get through the window.
That would have been 4 of the best minutes, just sitting there watching them struggle. That's so good.
Yay, Chief Vic.
And Morrissey. He's so proud of her.
I'm proud of you.
That's a dope name, unless he's an actual butcher. That's a little on the nose. Bum, bum, bum.
Dun dun dun.
See, this is an actual mystery. Like the first movie, it was I could predict it a little more. This one, I'm like, oh, okay. There's a good.
Good nasty.
Yeah.
What did you hear? What Shawn said? He was like, "Wood on wood."
Yeah, wood on wood.
The muff. But it's not over.
But it's not over.
It's over.
That was a nice little, like, who's on first style routine.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Third base. Done. Honestly, if anybody was going to redo the Who's on First, I want these two to do it. Like 100%.
Gus.
For how creeped out he is around dead bodies, the fact that he actually took those off of Ova, like, is kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Oh, he did it.
Well, there it is. I've never wanted to learn how to speak Norwegian until now.
This is an important scene, so it's the reason why we're not talking, folks.
Yes. Very invested. Sorry, guys.
I am a little surprised that he has two very different guns.
Well, that's
Like-
that's
Yeah.
well, one
That's
was
what?
his father's gun, and one is his, and that was a point with like the bullets. Make the mystery a little more complex.
But still. She will not be ignored.
How many of you are there?
Your nurse.
That yellow jacket.
Oh.
Yay. And she's like, what? Because it's not Juliet that's pregnant. It's Sean's girlfriend, or it's Gus's girlfriend. So I called that
The whole
from the beginning.
2 years
but I didn't know.
period. I love that he references the gestational period of an elephant.
Yeah.
Sorry, casket.
Jewel?
Jules.
You people are making
You're making my head hurt.
It's Gus's girlfriend. Come on. That was the only mystery I called before.
Yeah.
He looks like a skinnier Haley Joel Osment.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And taller. Like twice the height.
Yeah.
That I'm pregnant.
Sean's relief is so palpable. Jesus.
Me. I love it. It's because she's the killer.
I actually have an Uncle Bob. And his sidekick.
Put that on a Tinder profile.
Oh, he got a chest full of
Stop.
hair enough to wig Destiny's Child?
Soft lips, too.
Yes.
I love Sarah Chalk. I think she's so excellent in this too, getting to show an evil side.
That's kind of like the hidden like gem of all these kind of like TV movies is that you can pull in these power players from
Totally.
all
Yeah.
of these TV shows and really like fill out your cast with not famous actors, but really good.
Well,
Good.
I mean,
you
I
get that
can
during the series
not
pretty
just
regularly.
I mean, I was going to make a reference back to Matlock when they had Dick Van Dyke on as a killer in a 2-part episode. I mean, that was the big move. Like, getting an actor like that to play against type is a big move.
That would be like, for our generation, booking Tom Hanks as a murderer on CSU.
Or,
Or
Monk's
SVU.
Big Twist.
SVU.
CSI.
Yeah, CSI.
One of those.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because he's so wholesome and wonderful. Like,
this
to get him to
sequence, though.
play like a murderer. Yeah.
Because I know Robin Williams was on SVU too, which was like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he also made what part of his career was playing like creepy characters,
yeah.
like in Insomnia and 24-Hour Photo. Oh, that line, and then the slow cuddle.
It is funny that they just chose Joel McHale to be like the moral center.
They're real good friends in real life too, and
Aw.
he played a big part in helping him through his recovery, which is why they
That's
chose
really nice.
him.
That's sweet.
And they didn't tell they didn't tell Amundsen until he walked on set.
Oh.
So they had even put a fake name on the call sheet and everything. So he had no idea.
I know that Rob Benedict had a huge deal with. He had a huge part of Timothy's recovery because, like a year before Tim had his stroke, Robert had his stroke literally in Toronto during a fan convention, and had to be carted away.
Sorry, Rachel. I was just caught off guard.
Yep.
Such a nice thing too, because we never really get to know anything about Lasseter's parents in any real capacity throughout the series.
Although we do get to learn a little bit about his mom.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But we also learned that his dad passed away from a blood clot.
Can we talk about the fact that he just told him that he could name his kid Shaft?
Yeah. Resting my legs.
Yes.
Yes, rest those legs.
Oh,
Aww, that's so cute.
shut the fuck up, Sean.
You're ruining everything.
That's exactly how I imagined it would be.
Guys, she's the cheetah. She's the cheetah again.
That's true. Very good reference, Evan. I'm proud of you.
Wait, who's the cheetah? What?
Because of the whole situation in the first one.
Oh,
Pluto?
yes. Yeah.
And Pluto. Aww, that's so cute.
Oh.
This.
You're a living proof. He would have explained the lazy river the third date, let's be honest. Oh.
Aww.
I
Yeah,
love
get it,
how
girl.
she was the psycho lady
this is
in
my
like the
favorite
first
part.
one.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Like no, it's such a big deal as a female to like who doesn't want children to see that represented and have it be like okay, because like in every other show it's like why aren't you like married? Why aren't you having kids yet? She's like, oh god, no.
We just I don't know if you guys saw that, but she's still married apparently to someone else.
Yeah, she said I'm still married. We'll figure it out.
That I just wanted to point that out.
Blessed be the fruit.
Movie.
That's a good hat. That's a good hat.
It's a sharp fedora.
She hates me.
Ow. I love that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh. That's so
Oh,
sweet.
that's.
Oh.
Man, they just hit you with these lines.
I know.
Oh, just wait.
Oh.
Oh.
Aww.
It's Buffy.
No. He's gonna stand.
Sorry, folks. This is too good.
This is super emotional, okay? I love Timothy Amundsen so much. This.
Oh, that's very cute.
Okay, that got me.
So I'm keeping it strong. Keeping it strong for the one day a week I wear eyeliner and mascara.
I got the chills. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Oh, let's just go by to his dad.
Man.
God damn it.
I'm doing it. I'm making it. I'm making it. I'm staying strong.
Okay. Tough part's over.
I got it.
I just wanted to look my wife in the eyes when I say, let's go home.
Okay. I am a little sad that they ended the movie.
Oh, wow.
Not with Shawn and Gus.
Well, the movie is Lassie Come Home.
Well, yeah, but they also didn't end it with like Lassie, Shawn and Gus, though. Like,
it is very much like this movie feels like a singular piece, whereas like the first movie feels like if you didn't watch the show, you're a little left behind. Whereas this one is a bit more just kind of its own piece. Like this feels like a nice little contained.
I liked the cat song at the
So there it is, guys. We watched it together.
Again, and cried.
Lassie Come Home. I'm going to start with Kristen, who is a big fan of the series, who you didn't watch it leading up to today.
I didn't.
It was your first time watching it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. You had literally everyone you could possibly want in this thing, doing everything you could possibly want them to do. It was the perfect mix of like sweet emotion, comedy, mystery, action. Like you had everything you ever want from a Psych episode, but just in a movie, and it was so special. And I didn't cry, but like,
well,
I put a lot of effort into not crying, so
that says it all. I feel like
I put a lot of effort into it.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of crying, as we all did on here, and I think that this movie really does go for the heart, though, in all the right ways, especially with how they used Timothy Amundsen and like that ending. The first time I watched it, I texted Max like as soon as it was over, and I was like, I bawled like a baby, and he goes, "Does he walk? Wait, don't tell me." Was the exact response, and it's the way it's done with the dialogue and the way that they frame it is just so perfect, especially having Marlo standing at the end of the hallway. It's just so fantastic, and I do agree with you. I felt like for me, it was the right next evolution from the first movie. I think it took the characters in a new and interesting direction. Now, Shawn in the last one getting married to Juliet, but now we see Gus is going to be a father, and like we're slowly evolving these characters through each film. I'm going to go over to Hogue now. You were talking about this a lot with the evolution of everything. So, what did you think of Psych 2?
Yeah, I just as somebody who hasn't seen the show and like clips here and there, got the vibe, understood kind of when it came to like daytime or like kind of more of a sitcom based sort of like this crime procedural. The first movie gave me that entertainment I was looking for. But just throughout this one, I was just really impressed of last time I kind of talked about how why don't more shows have that Breaking Bad to El Camino of like keep it going and like use the excuse that you're using a different format such as a movie to like improve like the medium that you're doing, and like that better cinematography, kind of a different structure. And like this one, not on the same level of El Camino, but like so many times I just kind of was astounded, like just on the base of what I knew, how much this was a step up. And, you know, Rachel, to your point, I agree of like not ending with Shawn and Gus to me, like as somebody who's only seen the first movie, felt weird. And like probably like, you know, you have the two central figures. Why wouldn't you do that? But to have like that button, and especially having it start with Lassie and end with Lassie, of this really felt like a nice little package that even more than the first, like just take this and show it to people. I feel like this is like a perfect kind of like encapsulation of the dynamic, but it stands on its own really well and is really impressive in a lot of ways that you wouldn't see otherwise. And yeah, like this one really works for me, like a lot more than the first one. And I like the first one.
That makes my heart so happy, because all I've wanted to do is introduce everyone to this that has never seen it. And I was hoping that we'd, you know, bring new people in along the way. So it makes me very happy that both these movies work for you so well. I'm going to go over to Rachel now. Now that you've rewatched it, you've cried with us, and you were very emotional like us. How are you feeling?
I love this whole world that was built so beautifully and executed so wonderfully, and the story is made with such love and care, like not just to like the characters that are beloved, but to the people who love them. Like this is just like a cast and like fan meeting of just hugging, and it makes my heart so happy. It's so beautifully made. I kind of love how the seriousness of the movie and like the subject matter was reflected in the fact that it wasn't as silly and slapstick as like as the first one was, or an episode. Like it took everything incredibly seriously, and it in every way it stepped it up a notch. And I mean, my love for everybody involved in this, from like, you know, the key grips to the hair and makeup to the set designers, and of course the cast and directors and producers. Like you guys are just like my favorite human beings on the face of the planet.
Yeah,
thank you
totally.
for bringing that to us.
I feel the same way, obviously, and I think that you bring up a good point in the same way that Hogue did and Kristen did, and that I kind of mentioned throughout, is they really do up it with this one, like in a lot of the factors of taking it so serious and kind of treating it like a Hitchcock film, because that was their big influence when they said they were doing it, was going to be very Hitchcockian, and I think you feel it. Like it's still funny, and it's still got that heart and humor that you're expecting, but in a much more serious tone, I think. I mean, even to the dynamic when you see even the relationship with Shawn and his father throughout, and like that sequence where he was like, you know, I can't wait to see you like be a failure
and fail.
Fail. Like I can't wait to see you fail. And it just hits in all the right ways. Maxwell, you've now watched it twice. How are you feeling?
Yeah, other than the questionable green screen work in one scene, you know, this is
a bit cringe.
A beautiful, beautiful love letter to Tim Amundsen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it has a really solid mystery. I think the guest cast is strong. I think Steve Franks does a really strong job directing it. I think he's learned and grown as a filmmaker or director, or from the series to the first movie to this movie. The script is sharp. And it still maintains some of that Psych silliness. You know, Gus and Shawn are as, you know, goofball-y as ever. They have some great exchanges and jokes. The tickling is kind of gross, maybe a bit too far, but in the best kind of way. But at the end of the day, it boils down to Lassie and Tim Amundsen, and I think it does him more justice than I ever could have expected. I think his performance is so tender and beautiful. You know, if you watch the Psych bracket, I kept saying throughout it that some of my favorite episodes were the ones where Lassie gets to be vulnerable. Well, hello, this is the most vulnerable we've ever seen Lassie, and Tim does an incredible job. If you're listening, Emmy voters, nominate him for supporting actor in a...
No, for real, though.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we're watching
our miniseries next year, not only because of what he overcame to do this, but the acting is just superb. So yeah, I'm so happy with this movie. I think they're 2 for 2 with Psych movies. As a longtime fan of the show, you know, and I said this last week, we're in the era where a lot of shows that have ended or been canceled are coming back in certain ways, and I would put what Psych has done with these 2 movies at the very top of shows that have come back. And I think it was Hogue who said it earlier, it's a really great model, you know, because they clearly love these characters, love doing it so much. I mean, James Rode Rodriguez co-wrote the movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So it's not like they're just like contractually obligated, or like they want to be there. They love these characters, and you can feel that. And if they want to make a new one every 2 or 3 years, keep it coming, man.
Yeah, I feel very much the same way about that. Like, I could see them doing this for a long time because they continually talked about they have ideas for at least 6. And so I'd just love to see this continue. But you could do more than that depending on how long they want to keep the train rolling, as long as they're happy doing it. And, you know, it really is a love letter to Tim. And I think that's the most important part. Like, his performance in this is just so incredible. And that scene when he's talking to Morrissey and he's like, am I just going to end up being like retired in a chair? And like, I don't, you really feel him. It's so real because they wrote, and he asked them to make sure that what had happened to him was written in so that he could really reflect it. And I think that has taken this character in such a dynamically interesting new direction because it's so good.
It's a great example of art imitating life, And another really remarkable thing is Tim shot all of his scenes in the movie in 4 days.
Yeah.
And certainly part of that was to make it as comfortable and easy for him as possible while he was still struggling. But that's a lot of heavy lifting and hard work to do because he's in a good portion of the movie and he just kills it, man. I'm just so in love with his work in this movie.
Yeah, totally.
I said I wasn't going to cry again, but I did.
No, you're really close to making me break, so just like shh.
I'm sorry.
Well, we still got one person to get through on this, and I don't know if we're going to be able to.
I think if anyone was going to make me do it, it would have been Max.
That's fair. But sorry, Evan, now we go to you. What are your thoughts?
So Lassie wasn't a dog.
Fuck off.
Big surprise.
Get the fuck out of here,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There it is.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
The movie's great, actually. It's really heartfelt. It pulls on all the strings in all the right ways. I actually really enjoyed Shawn's arc the most because I have a tendency to run away from my problems, just like how he did, or he tried to do for as long as he could. And the way how he's coping with that, I thought was actually outstanding. A bunch of the twists in this were great, like learning that, it wasn't Shawn. It wasn't, what's Shawn's wife's name?
Jules.
Jules. Yeah. It wasn't Jules that was pregnant. It was Celine. And that was a great twist. But it made sense thinking, it was on the passenger side of the car. And there's some really good callbacks. And then the one mystery we'll never get right, who shot the guy? Because we don't know where the bullet went into him at all. The CEO.
Oh, the CEO.
That was the son. The son shot him.
I assume it was the son as well.
We just never saw the bullet. And I was like, well, oof.
Maybe he got shot where the sun don't shine.
But lastly, I got the twist right. I don't know how, but it just made sense in my head. I was like, they haven't referenced any other characters in this scene. And I was like, it's probably the nurse. And I got it right. I actually, in all, and also to Hogue's point as well, the last one looks like it was shot in 2007. This one looks like it was shot in 2019. Like it looks like it was shot in today's premise, and that was really refreshing. Like, okay, they know what they're doing. They got this, and some really cool, interesting choices that they did, and I was down digging for it. It was a really good time, and I was focused. So that must tell you something.
Yeah, I was shocked. You almost kept your mouth shut throughout the whole thing. I was surprised. That's never happens really. But guys, I am so glad we did this. I'm glad that we took a week to just celebrate the greatness that is Psych. And everybody involved, from Steve Franks, who created the show, James Roday Rodriguez, who has now reclaimed his rightful name in Hollywood, which we, applaud him for. Jule Hill, Maggie Lawson, Corbin Burnson, and of course, the great Tim Amundsen. We wouldn't be here together celebrating this without any of them. And I think that that's what makes this show continually very special. And I think that that's why this movie is so special, because it treats us like we're a part of that family and treats it like it is as important that we care about Lassie and him recovering in the same way that, anyone in his life would. And I think that, again, to the point of this fandom is never toxic. There's nothing bad about this fandom. And I think it's a beautiful thing that we got to do this together in a way, as weird as that sounds. And I look forward to whatever they do next, because the next part of this is going to be, where do they go? Gus as a father is now very interesting new territory that I never knew I needed until we did. And now here we are.
Hashtag baby Burton.
Sean's going to be like the best uncle though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most excited about is Uncle Shawn.
I have two things. First, I'm sure he's gone, but huge shout out to Andy Berman, who produced tons of episodes.
Yes.
Thank you for stopping by, Andy.
Hopping in your night. That was so awesome. And also, I'm down with whatever they want to do for the sequel as long as they just actually have the house with connecting pools.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine if she ends up
Even if
having
it's just
twins?
one scene, that could be like such a great like visual.
Well,
No.
and
Can you imagine if she ends up having twins and like Shawn and Gus are running around San Francisco with baby Bjorns and
I'm
like
okay with
2
this.
little black babies on their chest, and it's gonna be so cute. I can't handle this.
I will say too, and I saw that Steve Franks tweeted it earlier, and Maxwell and I almost back to back tweeted about it. But he did say that the next film, John Cena will most likely be back, which is excellent news.
Which is fun because John Cena is just becoming a bigger and bigger star in Hollywood. So to
Well,
have
and how funny that Psych was one of his like first
acting roles.
roles.
Yeah,
And he nailed it.
They had tons of wrestlers on because wrestling was on USA, so that it was sort of like almost like cross promotion or like crossovers almost for the network. So yeah.
I do agree with Chris here. Maybe we should do the Psych musical Suddenly soundtrack, but more than that, we could do a watch along with it. But if we do that, we should do TV musicals as the entirety of the Suddenly soundtrack, and should do Buffy and Scrubs with it also, since both are excellent.
Scrubs is a guy that thinks he's fly.
Just a thought.
I'm here for once more. I'm here for it.
I think that's something we should.
I'm
we
here
could
for it.
talk about that a little bit. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go around the room real quick. We're just going to plug where everyone's at, and we will get everyone out of here. But I wanted to say thank you again for everyone who watched tonight. You guys are the best. And, really, again, thank you for letting us love on Psych for an entire week. You didn't have to let us do it, but you kept coming back to talk Psych with us. It means the world to all of us. So I'm going to start with Kristen. Where can everyone find you online?
You can find me Smith_K10, the number, not the word, on Twitter, Instagram, and Stardust. Also, on Sunday, we're doing a birthday stream for Abby Friel. You can find that at her YouTube channel. And we're going to drink a lot. So you can watch us drink a lot.
Sounds like this channel a lot of the time.
I have to work the next morning, so we shall see how my life goes. You can also find me over at Take 3, where I'm unfortunately just really busy with all of this madness and haven't been as active, but they're doing some great stuff over there still, so make sure you check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hogue, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Hogue_filmmaker on Twitter and Instagram. Check out my short films that I've written and directed on my Vimeo. Just type in Patrick Hogue. Check out my latest short film, SEW, on Crypt TV's YouTube channel. And check out my friend's Brian Tyler Montgomery Jr. short film Chickens on Alt Horror. It's a short film about police brutality, and I think it's really important. It's gotten 25,000 views in just 1 week, and people are really having great discussions around it, and I really want to spread the message about that film. And yeah, check me out on those places. I'll be back.
Yes, you will. You'll be back Monday. We're doing, what is it, Evan? This one right here, I think. That thing, whatever this movie is.
Thank God we are finally here.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
All right. Well, I'm just going to mute him real quick. And Rachel, where can everyone find you online?
I mean, I'm dying for the text that I get from you that you're finally doing Emperor's New Groove, and I get to host that because, oh my God, you know me in that movie. You can find me at RM Silvestrini, listed right here on Twitter and Instagram. On Sunday, you can find me on Call Live. We're going to be talking singles brackets. Marisol McKee is going to be on, and then we're all going to be bum rushing over to Abby Friel's birthday party because who doesn't love a good party? And it's going to be the hottest one in town. And then Thursdays, you can find me on my YouTube channel hosting Movies, Music, and Mayhem. It's amazing. This week, we're doing a SDCC episode. Jen Sturger is going to be making me up as into cosplay. It's going to be fucking amazing. I'm so excited. She's going to do hair and makeup. We're going to interview while she's crimping and polishing, and I'm making me pretty or ugly. Who knows? So come join that.
That's impossible.
What, making me uglier?
Yeah. No, ugly at all.
I love you so much. And you can find me here most of the times harassing people in the chat if I'm not on the actual show on the PJN.
That's accurate, actually. That's
very true. Because you're my brother.
And she'll harass me too. So, it's all good. And my friend Maxwell, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Cinemaxwell. Instagram is at Cinemaxwell Inc. I co-host the show Front Center Mezzanine on this channel. If you haven't watched our Joe Iconis episode yet, from last week. It's really excellent deep dive into his life. And then next Thursday, we're premiering a brand new live episode with our guest Heath Saunders. Heath was on Broadway in Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. He was off Broadway in Alice by Heart, for which he was Lucille Lortel nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical for his performance as the Caterpillar. He's a really outspoken guy, and I am really looking forward to chatting with him about his career, his life, and all sorts of other interesting things that have been going on in the world. So that's next Thursday live, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to talk to him. You got me so hyped for it. I've been loving everything we're doing with Front Center Mezzanine, and I hope that you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. And then, of course, Evan Degraff. Where can everyone find you?
Really quick, Kristen can also speak to this. Newsies is releasing on Wednesday. That has the Dungeon of Robert Park. I'm helping you plug Chris Clark.
I think that's the best way to plug it. It's a great episode. Yeah. I talk about musical theory, which is always my favorite, and we talk about the Newsies, which is the best.
Nice. So make sure you guys go check that out on Wednesday, and also Monday we are watching Ratatouille. Literally,
his favorite film of all time.
Unless you're making Ratatouille while watching it, like, I don't know if you're living life correctly. I'm just gonna say it.
It's my favorite piece of art. Like it's the reason I'm on this planet. Okay.
I just want to say I like that we're at the point in this channel where we have running jokes and gags, like we're a sitcom. Evan is the character who, when he comes to, the audience applauds. Yeah, we love him so much, but it's only because we love him so much, you know.
Exactly.
And then also make sure you guys check out our Hamilton. I am doing what I can.
Our Hamilton show. Evan wants to be in the room where it happened.
I just love how much you're a punching bag and you just come back week and day after day and just put up with it. It's never going to change. It's never getting better. And you just come back. Let's do this.
So reminding you guys, check out the Hamilton Suddenly soundtrack, where I had to control two of the three. Both two of them are on here tonight, and the third one is not here tonight. Those bozos were talking about fucking Hamilton with me. The show's great. The music's great. We had a really good time talking about it. And lastly, Chris Clark puts a lot of hard work on doing our Spotify and our iTunes. So make sure you guys check out our podcast feeds there. And that is all. You can find me on Twitter at Evan Degraff Live. And it's gonna be
true.
Yeah, I'm tired.
And you guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram over at PJ_Campbell. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for all your continued support here on the channel. You guys are all the best. Tim Franco says, Evan, make sure you go to bed on time tonight. You were up too late last night. I don't disagree with that. And with that, thank you guys again. We will see you guys on Monday to do Ratatouille. And I believe next week we are doing Tomorrowland. So we will see you guys then. Bye, everyone.
One, two, 3. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friend. Okay, I'm going to stop this right here and right now. As you see, I am not a potato. I am a pineapple. I hope you're fucking happy, PJ. One, two, 3. So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Oh, it's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye. Ooh, so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye, oh, for now, until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we meet again.
The best.
Guys,
The best.
I
Chris
had to-
Clark.
Post-credit scene.
again.
Post-credit scene. We're all dead. Chris,
Clark.
thank
I
you.
knew you were gonna do it. I'm so excited. I knew it.
So
We
much.
love you, Chris.
I had no
Hey,
idea.
guys. I had to do it.
I
Have
knew
a great
you
night,
would.
everyone.
I knew
We love you all.
would.
Everyone wave to the
That's-
camera. Say goodbye to the fans.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Live. Oh,
That's just
We're
beautiful.
alive. Oh my god.